You. All right, so we can get started here. So I just came in from a meeting, and I have a new package here. Package came. So let's see what's in the package. I called around. I called around to several bike shops looking for these tires. Specifically, what I'm looking for are the Continental PP 5000 STR. These are the ones that are supposed to be for hookless rims, which is what I have for my bike. So, as a quick recap, I made a previous video, and that video I looked at sort of my process and decision for what frame I purchased, based on the fact that I couldn't get the frame that I really wanted, which will remain nameless at this point. I don't want other people to see this and get that frame, and then I can't get it because they got it, because that's how that works. And then I unboxed it and kind of took it out and took a peek at it. Well, now I've gotten a few extra parts in, and I've kind of put some things on the bike. So let's see if I can turn this around here to see the bike now and what it currently looks like. So there we are. So this is what the bike currently looks like. Its current state. Starting, I guess, at the top. This is the saddle here. Starting here. This is the saddle off my Tarmac SL7. I upgraded that saddle and I put this one to the side, so I decided to just go ahead and use it for this project. T-post came with the frame. Handlebar and stem, so the whole point is that this build predominantly is going to be as much zip and SRAM components as I can possibly shove onto this thing, as you can probably tell at this moment. So the handlebars and the stem are going to be zip. The only thing is that I probably should have gotten, I think this is a 100 mil stem, I probably should have gotten a 120 mil stem. I compared the geometry against my Tarmac, I had it in here. The geometry of this frame is almost identical to the Tarmac for the Allez, and this stem needs to be longer if I wanted to have the same fit as my Tarmac. The other thing is the wheels. The wheels are a Zip 454, and in my previous video, I made a mistake. I said that the front wheels were clincher and the rears were hookless. Well, I went through the entire process of getting the serial numbers off of these wheels, sent them over to SRAM, and they double checked and like, hey, those show to be hookless. So I took the clincher tire off, which is what's on here now. I unmounted the clincher tire, looked at the wheel, looked at the rim, and it is indeed hookless. So I do have the right wheels, and I have both sets now. I have two sets of these 454s. So just because you can mount a clincher tire to a hookless rim, A, doesn't mean that you should use it, and B, doesn't make this a clincher wheel. All right. So now that I've admitted that mistake, that's the front wheel and the back wheel. These are clincher tires. These are going to be taken off now, and I am going to put these on there. Now these are all black. I wanted transparent or cream sidewalls because I think it stands out a little bit more. But apparently they don't make these in a cream. And I have a set of transparent ones on order also. And so this is the hookless tire that's going to go on it. So it'll be all black with, I guess, silver writing on it. What else can I say about the bike? Again, zip handlebars, stem. The crank is a 1x crank. I think it's a 50 tooth, I do believe. I have to turn around and take a peek. Let's see, what is it? Is it 50? Nope, it's 48. It's a 48 tooth front chain ring. It is the Arrow. It is the Arrow chain ring. And it is and it's a 1x. And that's what I wanted. I did put the it's an English BSA 68 mil wide bottom bracket. I did install that. And so I've got the cranks installed also. The pedals are the Wahoo Speed Plays. I'm a big fan of the Speed Play pedals. Bottle cages are zip. So the question is, what's missing off the bike? Well, there's a couple things, critical things. Shifters and brakes. So the shifters, the brakes, hydraulic brakes front and rear, the rotors front and rear. I do have a rear cassette on it. It is a red cassette. It's a SRAM red cassette. It is a, where's it at? 10 to 33. What else can I say about this? I think that's probably about it. I got a couple other things here on the floor. Let's see what else we got here. Initially, for bar tape for the build, I'm going to go with this zip bar tape that I got. Again, trying to have as many zip and SRAM components as possible that are available. These are going to be the barring caps because I'm partial to these. A SRAM red chain is going to go on it. These are the pedals that are installed. These are the pedals that are installed on it, speed play zeros. They come with an extra pair of cleats. I do have another pair of shoes that kind of sort of match the bike on order. We don't know when those are going to come in. This was for the red cassette, the SRAM red cassette. It's empty because it's on the bike. And I guess this isn't for this bike, but this is a replacement cassette for a different bike that I have that has force on it. Alright, what else do I have? I think that's it. I mean, that's everything. So far, the build is going pretty good. I've been able to install everything myself. The only thing that I believe, there's two things that I don't trust myself with. One is cutting this tube, and the other one is bleeding and installing the hydraulic brakes. I may actually take that to my local bike shop and have them do it. I know precisely who I'm going to take it to, and I know they do great work, and that won't be a problem. You know what? I forgot something. So when I take these tires off, these zip clincher tires, they have a tube in them. So I'm going to have to convert these back to tubeless because that's what you're supposed to do with hookless wheels and tires, and convert them to tubeless. The Continental Revy solution, tubeless liquid that you're supposed to put in here, I'm drawing a blank for what it's really called. I got a 1,000 ml bottle coming, so that should be more than enough. And to do 2 sets of wheels. Shouldn't need more than 100 ml per tire, so that's only 400 ml out of a 1,000 ml bottle. All of the brake cables will run through these holes here in the front. What else? They'll run through the handlebars, out the handlebars here, then into the top of the headset here. What else can I say? Oh, I want to purchase, I need to procure, I have one here, but it's the wrong one. This handlebar and this stem were actually for the frame that I actually wanted. So that's why those measurements were taken. So there's this out front mount for a Garmin, and it should go like this on the front of the bike. But this is the wrong one for this stem. I got to order the right one. And then I'll figure out what to do with this one because it is the wrong one. Alright, so far that's the build. I don't know when I'm going to get the rest of the group set. I have no idea when the rest of the group set is going to come in. This stuff was ordered more than a year to a year and a half ago at this point. Well, certainly more than a year ago at this point. And I don't know when I'm going to get it. I may have to take the force components off of a different bike and put them on this just so I can make this bike usable. But we'll see. So that would consist of the brakes and shifters and the rotors, and I think that's all I need to make this a usable bike. Otherwise, it'll be done. It looks pretty clean though. I gotta admit, it looks. I like the way it looks. and it'd be interesting to see the way it rides. All right, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about the build, questions, comments, or complaints, let me know. Hit me up in the comments and let me know. All right, peace.